There's somebody in your life who doesn't believe you've changed, and you keep hunting for the conversation that'll fix it. The perfect apology, the promise with exactly the right words. Let me save you a year of pain. There is no speech. The people we hurt stopped believing words a long time ago. We're the ones who taught them not to. What they believe is a pattern. Joe Dispenza calls it breaking the habit of being yourself. And it's how I won my wife back after giving her every reason on earth to be done with me. I'm Alan, and this is 5 Minutes of Recovery. Over 9 years sober, my wife once had to hide her pocketbook from me in her own home. And today she doesn't even brace when the phone rings. This video is the road between the two sentences. Let me own what I put her through because the rebuild means nothing without it. At my worst, I was stealing from everywhere, including our home. She hid her pocketbook from me. I pulled money out of our bank account day after day to feed the thing, thousands of dollars before either of us added it up. Then I'd steal the bank statement so she couldn't see what I'd done. And the cruelest part was the cycle. I'd get sober a while, she'd slowly start to trust me, and then I'd relapse, shut my phone off, and vanish on her for weeks until the next cell. Over and over, for years this happened. So understand what I'd really done to that woman. I taught her every relapse was a lesson, and the lesson was don't believe her. Years of lessons delivered by me personally. So when I finally got sober for real, I wasn't standing there asking her to unlearn a decade of evidence and thinking an apology could do that. No apology grades that high. Nothing I could say was ever going to outweigh what I'd shown her. Joe Dispenza wrote a book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And one of the lines is my whole marriage in a sentence. If you want a new outcome, you have to break the habit of being yourself and reinvent a new self. His teaching in plain words. The old you isn't really a personality. It's a habit. Same thoughts, same feelings, same moves. Run so many times, your body does them automatically. You can't talk your way out of a habit. You can only replace it by practicing the new person over and over until your body runs him automatically. And here's what nobody tells you. The people who love you are watching for exactly that. Not your words, your reruns. So here's what actually won her back. And I promise you, it wasn't one big thing. It was 1,000 small mornings. The phone staying on, being exactly where I said I'd be. Coming home when coming home was the boring option. There's no anniversary for the day she trusted me again. Because there's no day. There was a pattern, 3, maybe 4 years long, until it finally outweighed the old one. And then one morning I looked up and she stopped bracing for the next time I let her down. And somewhere in those years, the whole thing quietly flipped. The man who spent his life hunting for somebody to take care of him started taking care of her. The woman who spent years rescuing me finally got to stop because the things she kept rescuing me from quit showing up. Today we take care of each other. And if you told either of us that was coming, back when she was hiding her pocketbook in her own home, neither one of us would have believed you. That's not a promise kept. That's a person replaced. And the order matters, so hear it straight. Before the pattern can change, something underneath the pattern had to change. Because you can't outbehave what's driving you. The step work went down and pulled the old wiring out, the selfishness, the fear, the taking. Then every small, kept promise wired the new man in. The rooms were teaching this decades before the book existed. They called it acting your way into right thinking. Dispenza gave me the science. The steps gave me the tools. My marriage got the results. So here's the practice. And if you're trying to rebuild trust and recovery, this is the whole blueprint. Dispenza teaches starting the day with one question. What is the greatest version of me I could be today? Answer it with one promise. The smallest one you can absolutely keep. I'll call at 6. Then call at 6. Tomorrow another one. Don't announce the new you. Demonstrate it daily and give the people you hurt the one thing you never gave them before. Time, with no pressure on it. They get to take as long as they take. Your only job is never to hand the old story one more piece of evidence. So stop writing the speech. Words are what the old you paid with, and everybody you owe already knows they bounce. Break the habit of being yourself instead. One kept promise, one boring homecoming at a time. Let the pattern do the talking, because trust doesn't come back when you deserve it. It comes back when you've been somebody new long enough that believing you is finally safe. Now the day the pattern is half of it, Other half happens at night because whoever you practice being all day is the feeling you carry to sleep. I made a video on Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret, the night practice that seals this in. It's linked right here in the description. Watch it next. Free tools to get started are also on my site, and the link's also down there. Then drop one promise in the comments, the one you're keeping today. Small counts. Small is the whole point. Keep the small promise today, and always remember, recovery is just the beginning, and don't leave before the miracle happens. I'll see you guys in the next one.